Hello, my name is Nick. I'm an ex-Royal Marines Commando, British military fitness instructor, boot camp instructor, rehab instructor, and a level 3 personal trainer. And this is Bella. And that's all she is. She's just a dog. Can we get a little close-up of Bella? She features in most of my videos because she sits as we do the videos. Bella, where's a good girl? She's got slightly bad legs at the moment, but she is the most gentle dog in the world. She's a very beautiful, gentle-hearted creature. Okay, so sorry, I'm wasting your time by talking about my dog. Training with bad knees. Training with bad knees. It's a common thing, a common problem I have as a personal trainer is people coming to me with bad knees or bad hips, bad shoulders, and I have many clients over the years that have many things, and it becomes very problematic. Not problematic training them, but it just means you're limited to some of the things you can do, and there's definitely some things you couldn't do. If you are training with bad knees, and you're not an expert in fitness yourself, I would advise you find the help of a fitness professional who can guide you for a little while before you feel comfortable with what you can do. So I train a lot of older people who just through age and injuries throughout their life have knee problems. Some of them have had knee surgeries, etc. I train a guy not too long ago who managed to tear his knee about 90 degrees the wrong way on a trampoline after a few drinks when he was jumping on it with his kids. So these things can happen anytime. So my advice, training with bad knees, find a fitness professional if you can afford it. Because if you are trying to train with a bad knee and you just hurt your knee even more, you're going to end up needing an operation. Another point of call is to go to a physiotherapy clinic. I am a rehab instructor at a sports-specific physiotherapy clinic. So we have people that come for body parts that aren't working properly. And when you have the physios, they will expertly guide people through a rehab program to build up the strength of that joint, all the muscles, all the stabilizers, all the ligaments, all the tendons, to make that joint as strong as possible, as that it can possibly be, so that you can then go back to your training, and they will also be able to advise you what training you should be doing and what training you shouldn't be doing. So for example, if you have particularly bad knees, it's not advisable to do high impact work on your knees because your knees just aren't going to appreciate it. But that doesn't mean that you can't do a lot of intense exercises with your legs to keep the legs strong and toned. You just need to kind of work out and fault find how to train around the bad knees and what exercises agree with it. So a perfect example is at the rehab clinic, we do a lot of isometric exercises. Basically, we hold people in a position. So imagine you're in a squat position and you're not moving up and you're not moving down. You're just holding that static, still position. That way we can target the muscles and work them hard, and we can leave you in a stress position for a very long time, or give you a weight to hold whilst holding that squat position to make it even harder. This way you're not moving the joint, you're not moving the joint through any range. It's literally locked in, but we're still able to target the muscles around. It's not an ideal way to train because you don't get the full range of movement through the muscle, but it will still keep the muscles very, very strong. So there's a lot of things you can do if you have bad knees to work the leg muscles. But again, everybody is slightly different, and fitness professionals, rehab instructors like myself, physios, they will need to assess you on an individual basis because everybody responds slightly different. So training with bad knees, it's the boring advice of go and see someone who can give you the advice that you need in order to train effectively, or there's a strong likelihood you're just going to hurt yourself if you don't learn what exercises you need to do in order to help that knee. Yeah, I've trained so many people over the years that just wanted to get back to running and were so frustrated with their knees. And we found that actually cycling was fantastic for them, and it allowed them to build up the strength with very low impact work on their knees. And then over time, they were able to go back to the running. but more often than not, they actually really started to enjoy the cycling. Their knees agreed with the cycling as opposed to the running. So a lot of them would do a little bit of running, but they started to do more cycling. As we get older, you just need to accept what your body can and what your body can't do. I trained somebody who fortunately is recovering from cancer and is completely clear now, but they are on hormone inhibitors, which basically cause havoc to the body and basically make her, she's got very dry joints. There's a lot of things you can't do, and they also hurt. Basically every single joint in her body hurts since she's been through this horrendous process. So she's an ex-dancer and she loves dancing. Every time she does her dance class, she comes to me in pain, and she often has some swelling in the knees. Now, it's not up to me to tell her her life choice of dancing may not be the best, or maybe she should find an alternative thing, alternative dance style, because the dance that she does is very hard work on the knees. My worry for her, and I've had the conversation often, is accept what your body can do and what your body can't do. If you're just going to go, no, I don't care, I'm not going to listen to my body and I'm going to do what I want to do anyway, then there's a strong chance you're just going to keep deteriorating that joint. It's a judgment call. Only you can make that decision. But how is your knee going to fare up as you hit older life? Are you going to have such issues that it almost starts to disable you when you hit your 70s, 80s and 90s? Are you literally going to be like you see some older people walking around and they can hardly move their legs because they're so stiff and injured through life? It's a judgment call, which is why I would seek the advice of a professional who can guide you through a process for a period of time, because you only get one body, and if you mess that body up, it's messed up. Yes, you can have operations, but knee operations, the knee is just such a badly, I had this conversation with the knee surgeon, and as he said, the knee is just such a badly designed joint that once you start operating it and actually going into that knee, you never know quite what's going to happen. No surgeon in the world can tell you, yep, you're going to be 100% fine, because there's always risk to knee operations. And you never quite know how you're going to fare up after that knee operation. And quite often after people have one knee operation, they then need another knee operation a few years later. So yeah, just be realistic with what your body can do. Only you can decide how you're going to kind of go through life with your injuries. It's frustrating, I know, because I've hurt my knees in the past. It can almost make you depressed when you've got pain and you wake up every single day, especially for us fitness people that are so used to doing fitness and just need to get out there and be doing what we do to maintain our fitness levels and mental health. So for me, fitness is so much about mental health. That's a good thumbnail. I'm going to do a video of that. So yeah, whilst you're watching, I'm going to waste your time and write in my little book, mental health, because mental health is a really, really important one, especially after the last couple of years that the world has been through, and fitness does so many beneficial things for mental health. So it's a judgment call. Find a professional that knows what they're talking about. They can guide you through the process, teach you what you can and what you can't do. It'll also educate you over the sessions, because you can literally ask, you can bombard the fitness professional with as many questions as you have, and say you train with a fitness professional for 3, 4, 6 months. The amount of knowledge that you're going to gain and retain from just spending time with a fitness professional that has spent their whole life learning about fitness, rehab, knee pain, joint issues and things like that, you're going to just fare up so much better than going it alone and probably searching on the internet for information that you're not 100% sure will work. And yeah, that's it. That's this video done. Hope you liked it. Please like, please subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, because that's always the best place to leave a comment. I do read all the comments and I will reply to your comment. I don't know how to build a house, I don't know how to fix a car, but one thing I do know is fitness, because I spent a lifetime doing it. Hope you enjoyed the video. So from Bella and myself, thank you very much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you.